Are we on the internet?
Oh my God, there's someone special here.
Yes. Tonight, almost the entire party is reunited. Yasha, Jester, and Ford say goodbye to Molly, and the gentleman pays up for now. We'll break it all down tonight with my guests, Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey, and...
Little baby Ronan.
Look at him. He automatically is turning towards the camera.
Yeah, it's his first.
That's his mother's child.
This is his Smolder. This is Magnum.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Ronan, stop it. Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Baby.
He has so much hair already.
I know. He lost it all and he's growing it back.
He didn't lose it. Dad took some for transplant purposes.
Yeah, look at how big he is already.
Look at that booty.
Look at that little baby touch.
Man.
Boop, boop, boop.
Well, this is going to be the whole hour tonight. We'll be. I'm totally fine with that.
Just stare at him
You
for
guys
an
can
hour.
tweet answers to some questions later. Let's just show the baby for an hour. Maybe we'll get a sponsorship for some like
Pampers, we'll take that.
Pampers. Yeah.
Pampers Pure, thank
Johnson & Johnson.
you. Size 2.
Oh look, look, dude he looks so tiny when Travis holds him.
I know.
Let me see.
And he looks so
Watch.
normal size.
Look at how small he looks. Like do the
just
front
a little
thing.
medallion. Come here. This is the shut off switch.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. That's a gift. Oh, buddy. He's so cute. Man, he looks like he's gotten,
I was told to consume, Brian.
yeah, no, for sure.
Do not eat that baby.
You have no dominion over me, woman.
I was told he gets like just the right amount of sunlight
Oh,
filtered through
that's
and
cold.
all that
That's
stuff.
That's a cold.
All right, well, oh, buddy, look at him. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Questions.
Okay.
Now
All
you get
that
to
and
go to
more
sleep. Take
tonight
that.
on Talks Machina. Hit it, Chief. We're back. We have a few announcements before we get into tonight's cuteness. Marisha's Honey Heist 2 Electric Bear Glue.
Electric Bear
So
Glue.
blast.
stupid and amazing.
It was a blast. Oh man, I
guys
watched it
look so
back
cute.
on Friday night and I was like, I remember none of this, but it's fantastic.
Winnie the Pooh was my favorite.
Yeah, Vinnie the Pooh. That killed me. Trying to sit there and have a conversation back and forth was just like, all you can do to not break. You know?
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon style.
That's right.
The VOD for Honey Heist 2 Electric Bear Glue is now available at youtube.com/Critical Role. We also have a limited run Electric Bear Glue t-shirt available in our store right now. That features our very rad portrait art by Joanna Carvalho. Look at that thing.
It's
Wow.
a pretty cool shirt.
Pretty slickness.
What'd you say, Danny?
My girl.
My girl.
Sleepy Jane.
Yeah.
Sleepy Jane.
You can check out this fantastic shirt at shop.critroll.com. Right?
Look like you
Wow,
dabbed a
you've
second ago.
gotten so much better at announcements
And
since
hosting.
we've been away.
Yeah. The
Really?
slash. You had like a little
Yeah.
dab in the slash.
right.
It was
I like to think things are going
Twitch dab.
downhill, but it sounds the opposite.
I tried to be encouraging, Brian. I was hoping it would.
You're a
I
great
didn't buy
host.
it. I immediately just didn't buy it. Well, I think that's all the announcements we have. So
Nice.
without further ado, let us discuss episode 30 of Critical Role Campaign 2, The Journey Home. You know, some of my favorite graphic stuff is when someone's like, I'm going to show you the detail I went into on this thing real close, and then I'm going to pull you back.
It's
Yeah.
a slick move.
So
So
you,
you
then you
really
see all
understand.
the art, and it's like,
Best
yeah.
way to appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Oh,
really
sorry.
do. Don't step into my camera. Don't. You got all these cameras for yourself, you know?
What a fucking
I
pro.
have one camera.
What a champ!
You guys are out of practice.
Oh my God! You think we're hungry for the cameras anymore? Like,
Yeah.
Where's what's on right now?
We'll take any camera time we can get. You guys haven't been on talk since the sets moved.
No.
Nice.
This Thursday was the first time we were playing in the new studio.
Oh yeah, so double whammy.
Yep.
What do you think? Looks great, right?
Looks kind of shitty.
it's so chill. I love it.
No, I love it.
No,
It's all calm and awesome.
I don't know how you guys got all of the little.
They didn't break
Knickknacks?
anything.
Yeah.
Like keepsakes?
Yeah, we actually hired an art department to move it versus just like having movers do it. Nothing against movers.
That is so.
Gotta say that these days.
That is so smart.
I haven't even seen that you've got Gale Pin in person yet.
Oh yeah, that one's
made
mine.
that
So
thing.
unfortunately, you can't have it. But that you can look at it from here and see that it's awesome.
Yeah.
We gave those away to people at
pretty
Jenkins.
great.
It's pretty great.
All right, we have some crit roll stats for episode 30. Ford, Jester, and Yasha were missing for 6 days in game.
6 days, but it felt longer.
Felt like 6 weeks.
Ooh, a week per day.
How many weeks was it? 4?
6
Six.
weeks.
6?
6 weeks.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
A lifetime.
There was, I think, 4 episodes, but it was 6 weeks of actual time.
Time flies when you're keeping a tiny human alive.
Crazy.
You know what? It's actually the opposite. The days feel super short,
Yeah.
which is odd because you're sleeping less, so it's kind of discouraging in that way.
Yeah.
You're like, I only slept 3 hours, but these days feel really short. The sun was just down and it is going down again.
Yeah.
No time.
Yeah.
No time.
Parents' life.
Hashtag parents life.
Despite the grief people give Jester for not healing, she's cast Cure Wounds 38 times.
Damn.
And Healing Word, guess how many times?
Like once.
6.
Oh!
Close. Cure Wounds is her most cast spell.
That's more
Wow.
times than fingers I have on one hand.
I am so happy about Taliesin making another healer. Me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can just kill folks
Inflict
now,
wounds,
right?
inflict wounds, inflict wounds,
Wow.
inflict wounds.
Let's
Spiritual
pace
weapon.
ourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to see some more fan art of people getting
Toll
killed
the
with that.
dead.
Yeah.
Mother of our child. That's
Yeah. We're seeing what's coming out now.
Need that release.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They call that postpartum aggression.
I should not laugh as loud as I did.
No
I have
offense to no offense to any aggressors out there. Guys, our first question of the night comes from @alwaysb_ and then we don't know.
Jamin.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
I assume it would be Jamin. They probably didn't have room for it.
Always be Jamin.
After finally escaping for a few weeks, how does it feel having to deal with Brian again?
How much did we drink before we came on the stream?
Yeah,
None.
you guys seem
The
to.
legal amount so you can still breastfeed? Is that what it was?
Which is like 4 beers.
I think
That's
so.
legal.
But IPAs, like the 1
Oh, wow,
point.
they're really-
yeah, crazy.
Yeah, like, did you have a nice oatmeal stout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
coconut oatmeal. It's really good.
No, I got to hang out with you guys last night for a little bit for the first time in a super
Ever,
long
yeah.
time because.
Are you sure that was us?
Oh, wait a second. That might have been somebody else.
Brian
oh,
made me special virgin cocktails. It was wonderful.
I do.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Yep.
very sweet.
Yeah, because I know, it's got to be tough to not be able to throw down 6 or 7 a night
Like
like
I
the rest of
usually
us,
do.
like you used to do
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
You boozer.
Yeah, all those late night drunken video game sessions Laura would play.
Yeah, we brought Ronan over to their house last night. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Did a little car seat voyage because we've been a little conservative with how much we've taken him out.
Yeah.
So it was good. Yeah, he did well.
I'm honored that you would choose to come to my sacred home as one of the first places for that.
It was for the booze. So
Oh, it was okay. I understand. Well, let's
I
move
can
on.
drink still.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first thing Travis said last night. He's like, "Hey, Meg, just so you know, I can still drink. she's got this. I can do
I
it."
think it was on my shirt.
At Lose Better asks for Travis. Ford is such a sensitive character with insecurities that feel very personal and real. Can you tell us more about what developing him was like? Did you deliberately choose to play a more emotional character after Grog, or did it happen organically?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely wanted to play a character that was not as far from Grog as possible, but that was just a little bit more complex on the inside. While I was trying to figure out who Ford was on the flight that we had back from Australia, what are you petting?
I'm just petting your beard.
Do I have like a gray? Okay. It was weird because the more water stuff that I did, it reminded of my experiences with water, and then some of his backstory that hasn't come out yet just kind of reminded me of things that happened in my childhood, and I
Yeah.
would normally want to stay away from those things, you know, like and kind of keep those protected, but I thought it might be a nice chance to, you know, just implement them and see how it felt to kind of share that with a character that I was creating. And it's actually, you know, made me care about him and the way that it kind of unravels a little bit more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
you care about him more than you care about Grog?
I can't
Lord,
I
don't start
can't
shit like
really
that.
love anybody more than Grog right now, just because Grog is Bay.
I want to have fun on Tumblr later, okay? I don't want to go home and have like Laura drop this bomb. Now we all have to decide who Ford
you love
likes
more.
If
better.
Ford
Grog
makes it to like level, what was it, 17, 18 for Grog or whatever, then
It's 20.
no, I never got to a 20. I'm multi-classed.
Oh,
like-
that's right.
Then,
like, I didn't need to
maybe
get to it.
there will be comparisons. But yes, definitely more insecure. That's going to play a pretty big part in a lot of stuff that comes up.
Does taking from some real life stuff, like you were saying, as when you were younger, does taking some of that stuff into a role-playing experience like this with other people and other characters ultimately ever end up teaching you more about kind of where you're at now versus where you were, and like
Yeah, such a good. Yeah, in a weird way. Like for instance, I was never like a tall kid. I had like the 6-inch growth spurt, and so all of a sudden I was not picked on as much and all those things, and so there was this crazy reversal, and people all of a sudden like expected different things from me that they hadn't, you know, previously in my life. And I think it's
Yeah.
funny in the game that they're like, "Oh, Ford, you're so handsome and you're so charming," and there's a lot of him that's like, that's never been who I am. Nobody
Wow.
ever looked at me that way. I know
Yeah.
you people see that or expect it, but I don't feel it.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's trying to like step into something for the first time.
so he's like of the group of green dudes like him, so he's like a real ugly one then. And then so what you're saying is there's some super handsome ones out there in Ford's old like
I guess.
troop or whatever.
Well, you know, Ford has only seen maybe a couple other half orcs, but you know, he's never seen like a true orc, and he
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about his family. So
Can we? Is he still in my shot? Yeah, he's so handsome. Look at his high noon hat he
well,
has.
the hat makes all the difference. You know, some people wear hats, and others, you know,
Yeah.
the hat wears the person. So.
Yeah. Laura,
Yes.
quit staring at yourself in the monitor and answer this question from I Caught You. Inane Octopus.
Yes.
Jester is close to the Traveler, even more so than the characters in the first campaign with their deities.
Yes.
Because he wasn't there when she needed him the most, does Jester feel abandoned after what she went through? And has that experience shaken her faith in him?
Oh shit. I mean, yeah, she does feel a bit abandoned by him, because in the past, you know, he's always said he's there, and then this terrible thing happened, and nothing helped her in those dark moments when she was asking for him, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to like fully go into it because I'm sure it's
Right,
going to
yeah.
play out as we play. But
Here, I have a question about this question. It says, because he wasn't there when she needed him the most. Would this be like the craziest situation that Jester's been in?
well, yeah, Jester hasn't done hardly anything. Jester spent the majority of her life inside of a bedroom.
Yeah.
You know, so
There's nothing wrong with that.
there's
She
nothing
probably
wrong
saw
with that.
some like crazy S&M and like some whips and chains, smack a little booty
She
up
saw
with
some
my
stuff,
boat.
but you know,
Scream,
it's
ho.
not like her mom was like, "Come sit in the room with me while I do this." You know,
Yeah.
It's more of, no. It was more of like I'm sneaking out. I know I saw this thing. Yeah, like, oh, I was supposed to be like locked in my room, but I'm not. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Jester
Yep.
was never like mom's like gimp.
Oh,
that is really messed
that
up.
is
Travis
a
Willingham.
really
That's a really, really, really messed up question.
sorry.
that is a joke that I told him earlier.
you didn't expect to be repeated.
I did not think he would ever. Kate the Great 83 asks, I tried to get you out of that one, Travis, but I don't think she bought it.
Yeah, no.
Is it difficult for Jester and Ford to rejoin the party and daily life after having gone through such a traumatic experience?
I don't think it seemed only difficult from like an emotional perspective, right? There was a lot of guilt, I feel like, right? a lot of remorse
yeah.
for me. I
For
guess
having the
speak for
baby
me.
or for the stuff in the game?
Yeah. No.
Why did we do this?
No, I didn't really. I don't feel like guilty
Really?
as Jester. Yeah. There's other feelings. But guilt
Lust
isn't
for
one
me.
of them. No,
Lust
I'm
for
not.
Ford.
No.
Lust for Ford.
You know, I think she expects. She's always like wants everybody to be happy, and she wants to make other people happy. So in this situation where like she's the least happy she's ever been, then there's an extreme desire to.
Fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just long enough to be terrible, but it wasn't too long to where. I mean, I don't feel like Ford has any like post-traumatic stuff. I think it was more like just fucking grateful for it to be over right before it got too crazy.
Yeah. Because the real bad stuff
Was coming.
didn't happen, like, was at the place that they saved us from. So the
Yeah.
caravan wasn't as terrible as it was. Like, what Yasha went through was way worse than
Yeah.
what we went through.
So, to follow up on what you were saying a minute ago, and if you don't want to answer this because it's either a dumb question or because you don't want to give anything away, but how important to Jester is emotionally healing the people around her besides just physically healing them?
Way more important. Yeah. And you don't use spells for that.
Whose voice is that?
I don't know.
Who's that woman?
I don't know
Who's
what
that woman
I
there?
even am
That's
talking
from somewhere in
about.
our Texas history. That's some
Yeah.
deep PTA
Did you
voice
hear
right
that
there.
at the DMV?
I'm sorry, I did it again. I went in front of
Really
your.
big blonde
Curfew
hair.
is at 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Wow. Travis,
Before the sun goes down. Yeah.
Orb of Stardust. That's a cool name. Travis, Ford mentioned that he considered the Mighty Nine might not come for them. Was this just the hopelessness talking, or did he really not trust them to come? And if so, now that they've been successfully rescued, have Ford's opinions on Caleb, Not, and Bo changed?
Oh, great question. Yes, I think it was both. It was definitely hopelessness, and it was certainly probably just underestimating his worth to the group, and probably questioning, whether Caleb and Not would just be like, I mean, fuck it, we're good. Let's just keep going. I don't think he really knew how much he might have been worth to them. I think he might have thought that they would come for like Yasha or Jester, but maybe not.
Oh, Ford, he's just so insecure.
Well, maybe not.
Little
Maybe not
baby.
that far. I think maybe just from what he had seen so far, that he was like, "No, we're lost. They're not going to come after us. There's stuff they need to do." And
They
now,
have the timeline with the gentleman. You
Yeah.
know, there's a deadline
yeah,
there.
there's coin at stake.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, I think he definitely feels like ingratiated, and he feels that's right. That's right.
I don't know why she said that. There's some weird voice.
Kentucky.
I'm just gonna do this voice all night. That's right, sugar.
Let's
sorry,
just make some
guys.
molasses.
Sound
on
like
the
my
porch.
aunt. That's
Funny
hilarious.
little overalls are.
Are you talking about your own clothes?
Yeah,
right.
I just got them.
All right. Max is. I can feel the radiation.
I think you're adorable, Laura.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah. Did you feel like you got to answer that?
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely feels more attached to them now that they did
Yeah.
come. Like, really owes them a massive debt.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
Okay.
Hell.
We'll figure this out. We've got 40 minutes. We can do it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Laura, a couple more questions here about your incarceration and how that played in with the Traveler. Electronic Mizella asks, how much did Jester pray to the Traveler while she was captured, and did she ever lose her composure or believe she wouldn't be rescued? Did you ever try to bend the bars with your teeth and shove your
There
foot
was not
through?
really any opportunity for that. Like, we were bound the entire time.
Yeah.
We were bound and gagged nonstop. Because
Which is
the
fun
minute,
for like 2 days.
But after that, it's just like your
6
jaw's sore, you
is-
know?
Yeah.
No, because the minute any of that went away, I could cast spells, you know?
That's right. Yeah.
And I did talk to Matt about it when when I was not playing. I was like, I really want to try casting, sending to the group. And
Yeah.
I'm like, but I would do it as Jester, so the group would never have any idea where we actually were because
Right.
I suck at it. But yeah, he's like, in the circumstances that you're in, there's no opportunity to cast anything.
It's like they know how to deal with people like
yeah.
you. You are incapacitated.
Yeah, so there would be anything other than just hoping and praying and humming and trying to talk through your gang
And
praying. And
something.
And something.
they don't let us out very much, okay? Our
That's
new warden
definitely
is super
evident.
strict.
Did I answer the question?
You absolutely did.
Nobody cares.
Well, let's cheer people back up with
love
some
you,
free
Dominic,
shit,
so
shall we?
Help.
Our first giveaway tonight is honoring your epic gift making skills. It's time for gift of the week.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, love it.
Our winner for episode 30 of Campaign 2 was sent in by Taylor Merrithew at Crit Roll Edits. Let's take a look.
What in the Dancing Queen?
I think it's kind of fucked up that there's no music right now. And she's just. That's amazing.
How often you do that at home, people really shouldn't be surprised by.
Yeah, that's true. Spontaneous. Yeah, you've been out of the
about
game
right.
for a little bit, but you'll find your stride.
I'll find that rhythm.
Congrats to you, Taylor. You have won this. Not the best,
Detective Agency!
softest shirt in the entire
Also,
world.
I designed that shirt.
Yes, Laura designed this shirt, and it's important to her that everyone knows it.
Look, but here's the thing. Look at
Oh
this.
God, just step over
Look.
me. Wendy.
Easter eggs?
Look, right here. Here's the mask, and here's a spiritual lollipop, and there's a donut.
I thought that was a snail.
No, it's a donut.
No, it's a snail. Look, it has a snail, it has a head, and then look, if you look closely, there's the salt that I poured on it.
There you go.
You left the beer out in the trap.
Sorry.
I did that shit too.
I did it all the time. That's terrible.
Yep.
Okay, so that person wins a shirt. Let's move on.
ASPCA is
The what?
the ASPCA. They're like, leave the slugs
snails
and
alone.
snails alone.
Yeah.
I always
no, we
felt
had a lot. They
horrible
ate
about
all of our plants.
Yeah, I know.
So then we didn't have any plants to eat.
Flesh-eating slug repellent.
Question for both of you from @TrashBrain. Speaking of my childhood, when you heard the plan Matt had come up with for your character exits while you were away, what was your first reaction? Did you like the idea right away, or was there any hesitancy about your characters experiencing that sort of story?
We didn't know how they were going to go away.
Yeah, we were supposed to. we were supposed to be
play.
there.
Because the first night you guys were gone, because you went into labor that day, so that was
I had
not
gone
planned.
into labor on Monday night. It was just a really long labor.
Thursday was the day the baby actually came.
Yeah, and it came early.
Yeah.
We were expecting to at least play for another couple weeks.
Man.
Yeah, we thought we were taking like a super early break away from things, so we wouldn't risk it. But
yeah.
little man was like 3 weeks early.
Yeah.
Super early.
Everyone tells you the first child, you're going to go late on your first child. They're like, it's going to go to like 41 weeks. But
Really?
yeah, no, it was 37.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
I know.
Lies.
I haven't seen my kids in 20 years, so I couldn't tell you.
I thought it was
It's
slick
like-
the way the exit happened. Actually.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt wasn't panicking at all.
I know. He was going through so many voices. I watched it back. He's like 7 NPCs, the family, the kids,
Yeah, you
3 player
guys-
characters.
And Kiri, who does every voice too.
Kiri, yeah.
That was a bummer to not say goodbye to Kiri.
Yeah. How hard was it to not be at the live show? I'm glad it worked out that we got to FaceTime you
dude.
guys, but yeah.
That was hard.
It's so hard. It's so funny because having been there last year, the energy is so incredible. I mean, the crowd is so amazing, and you know how loud it is. And I kept waiting to hear like the mics peak out, or something, and they, tip of the hat to the production team. It never happened, but when the roar would happen, you're like, oh, it doesn't sound that crazy, and you just know how.
Yeah.
You can't compare
It's
anything
compressed
to
as
it.
fuck because
oh my God,
if you're
yes.
in that room, it's
Move your shirt loud.
Yes.
It's bananas. Or
Yeah.
in Sam's case, you move your rollerblades.
Oh boy, let's not talk about that anymore. No, I'm just kidding. Travis, Mira Darling 99 asks, since being freed from Lorenzo, Ford has expressed feeling responsible for the kidnapping of Yasha, Jester, and himself. Because of this, do you think it'll affect his relationship with either of them due to his already protective and cautious nature?
Affect his relationship with Yasha
Yeah.
and
Jester.
Jester. Yeah. No, I think he's going to endeavor to keep trying to look out for everybody. I think he just is hard on himself for a momentary lapse in perception. I think he's going to be a little bit more motivated to try and like take care of some shit though. Like it kind of What?
Nothing. I keep going like I want to like interject.
Go ahead, interject.
Keep being motivated
Interject.
to get in Jester's pants.
Oh, you want to interject with sexy time stuff? Okay,
Really?
I'm for it.
Does she wear pants? They're like, it's like a.
No, she does. She has little
it's
pants
like
on underneath
they're
her skirt.
like pantaloons under the
They're
dress.
like poopy pants.
That's what you do whenever you wear a skirt all the time. You have to wear like little shorts under
Is that what it is?
Is that the secret?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that
I
how you
didn't
keep
know
from
that.
the chafing on the upper thigh?
I thought she had like dress and belt and then like little shawl or something.
Yeah,
A shawl?
under
It's
the skirt.
Capelet.
It's a cape.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
a
pay very
capelet.
close attention, so you know.
What a dumbass. Laura, rescue us.
I interrupted his answer
Yeah,
with
you
my
did.
shitty
You did.
interruption,
I
and he
was
didn't
dropping
even finish.
balls.
I know you were.
He was
And I
getting into some
screwed it
deep
up.
shit, and
You know
all
what?
you can think about is sex.
It's
Probably
sexy
Ford
time.
is going
Ford
to
is
become
sexy
a
time.
misogynistic, just pursuing Jester at all hours, just
No,
sex maniac. I'm going to need it all the time. I'm going to put on a bunch of different faces, and we're going to get it on.
And she can disguise herself too. It'll be fun.
a bunch of different. Look, he's wearing a hat.
Not a bad idea.
Already hear the typing of the fan fiction.
Kind of great.
Yeah.
We can make whoever we want bone whoever we want and not be
Yeah.
ourselves.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
well,
really cool.
Man,
This is like a responsibility now.
we could end the show here. I feel like we just accomplished so much.
We should take suggestions.
Yeah. I'm thinking of some new merch ideas. I'm thinking of, maybe what I'd like to see on a silk pillow. Laura,
Yes.
I know. Where's Bill?
he's a little dirty.
Ew.
Somebody's
A little dirty.
Something's been going on with Pillow Matt when the lights are off. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ew.
That's all I'm
Max.
gonna say.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's
That was a good look.
that Pillow Matt. If you pull the string on the back, it's low noon, man. It's pretty. Hey, Laura.
Hey, yeah, what?
Hey, Brian.
Speaking
back,
of Matt
bring it
Mercer, here it is. Teams Mackenzie asks,
Spud.
what was your reaction when Taliesin? You remember Taliesin?
Hey, that guy.
When Taliesin said he was going to be a cleric.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent us the art and the character description and everything before anybody else knew. Because
we
he's like,
know.
you're not playing today, so I can show you what I'm gonna be. It was really cool. And he was like, is it cool if I'm a cleric? And I was like, fuck yeah. I thought it was really nice that he checked.
And
Yeah,
you were
that was
super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, his domain is totally different than mine.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to not have to. A lot of times with Jester, and I know I've probably said this before, but like I couldn't do a lot of spells in the RP aspect of the game because I had to save them for in case there was a battle, while we were playing.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that like are just fun to like fuck with people spells that she has that
Yeah.
it'll be nice to be able to play with that.
Because you're not the only one responsible
Yeah,
for
like
the
if somebody
heals.
dies, it's not all on me, it's also on him.
Yeah. Speaking of Clay, though, Spectre213 asks, what's your first impression of Clay?
He's got really cool hair.
The
does have
dude,
cool
the dude
hair.
abides.
The dude abides.
It's so chill. I love it.
Yeah.
I
He's
just kind of
so
want him
awesome.
to talk.
I love this character.
Yeah. Did we have tea? I can't remember. I think we all had some tea, didn't we? In the last episode?
I didn't have any tea.
I kind of want to try some of that tea.
I want to try
people
some of
tea?
that fucking tea. Are you kidding?
For y'all, I don't know if he gave y'all tea.
He did cook.
for us.
He did
Yeah.
cook.
So we haven't been the best about watching the entirety of like all of the episodes while we've been gone.
Like, there's not a lot of
Hashtag
time
baby.
to
There's not
hashtag
a lot of
no-
time.
But
no
did he get into like why he was living in a fucking cemetery?
It's his family. It's
Just lives
it was
there.
his family, like basically owned that.
Like 6 feet under.
He's like the
yeah.
he's like the
Okay.
heir to that like
Okay.
And they all left to go
Graveyard
fight
temple
the
thing.
corruption that was in the forest and was threatening to destroy the
Ooh.
cemetery.
Okay.
And
Danny
he was the only one left to kind of guard the cemetery, but he had been having dreams and visions of needing to go east, and that people were going to come to him and take him away. So he'd like already had his bags packed. He was like ready, and then the party showed up, and he was like, "Clearly, you're who I was supposed to hang out
We
with."
should just make like a CR app that's just Danny explaining. That's
explaining
fucking
the
amazing.
episode. Yeah, because Jesus Christ,
I
Danny.
think she'd do a better job of explaining my backstory than I do.
She would do a way better job of it. She knows the
Tell me
show
your
better than
backstory.
any of us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Give me details.
That is true.
Man, so
Do we have, are there questions?
besides the tea though,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about him? And besides the hair?
Well, he's so chill. There's nothing to like suspect.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even feel like an inside check or anything was necessary. He just seemed so like positive
love
and
him.
nonplussed, and like just go with the flow. And I think a little chillness is kind of needed at the
Yeah.
moment, right? While
There's
they figure
some
out what they
interesting
do
personalities.
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that he's not like aggressive chill. He's just like, whatever, chill.
Yeah.
If he like freaks out though and goes like all rage monster, I'll love him even more. If he just like fucking flips out.
He's probably got something going on in there.
Yeah.
Multi-class
probably.
as a barbarian.
He's gonna
like,
eat. He's gonna eat people.
Like Molly had that those terrifying vicious mockeries, you know.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, speaking of R.I.P. Molly, Kepler asks for both of you, we've heard from some of the other players what their out-of-game reactions were to Molly's untimely death. Can you describe your own reactions? How did you prepare yourself to replay that grief in character after knowing for a few weeks out of character what had happened?
Did you have any plans going into last week's?
No, I
didn't
really
either.
didn't.
There was no point. I didn't
And
know
we
how
just
it was
like
gonna go.
jumped into it. I didn't expect to like get so
So-
emotional over it.
So we watched parts of the episode because it was the first episode in the new studio. We were so excited for
We had
everybody.
a week-old baby at this point. We're dead
know.
tired.
Yeah, so tired.
Yeah.
And we watched the intro, right, just to see how it went. We maybe popped back in an hour into
right
the
when he was
show.
going down to sleep,
there
so
was
we were like-
they were fighting the bone bears or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
You text me.
the third time we checked in, I think they were just starting to see the caravan, and I was like, oh, it's a fucking shopping episode. They're with like market people
But then
or
I
whatever.
was like,
Well, and then the fourth time, it was 11:23 p.m.
Yeah,
and
and I was like,
we were trying to get down, right? And I was
stop
like,
looking at your phone. We're
I was
so
like, surely they're
exhausted."
not playing still. They wouldn't do a 4-hour and 23-minute game,
Yeah.
the first one in the new studio. And we pulled it up, and Taliesin was missing.
Yeah, and I was like, where's Taliesin? And you're like, oh, he's probably
in
off.
the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, he's having a piss or whatever.
Yeah, it's 11:30.
And then the chat room.
And then we opened the chat, and I saw like Rip Molly, and I was like, no. I go, I think Talison's dead. And she goes, shut up. And we were just like staring at it, and sure enough, like the comments kept going, and we like hit Twitter, and I was texting Sam, and I was like, is this real? And he was like, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
People were in shock.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
So we just
Bad
watched
night.
like the end
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, bad night.
Bad night.
Yeah.
Bad night.
And we were like, we fucking go have one baby,
Yeah, we sent away for one baby.
and you gotta fucking kill Molly?
Just
What?
burn the house down. Why don't you?
I had serious like player guilt over that
Yeah.
too, because like,
Oh, you did?
yeah, dude, I wasn't there
But
to
you don't
heal
feel
him.
guilt now?
What are you talking about?
You don't feel guilt about Molly dying now?
It's because you said
don't know what-
was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's because you
no,
said was.
I don't give a shit now. He's got a really cool new character.
Yeah, he does.
Clay is really
You feel like you
Clay's
feel,
really cool.
I mean, Molly's great, but Clay's really cool.
Clay's really
yeah,
cool.
it's hard
I
not
love
to
him.
feel like Molly would still be alive if we were.
No, yeah, Molly
Yeah.
would still be alive if we were there.
Because we'd be
Yeah.
like, really? Fuck out.
Yeah, I feel like we would have told everybody to run.
It was a good plan, though. Honestly.
It was, yeah. For
I
if,
went
they,
back
if
and
they
watched.
had to make a plan in that way, I
The
think it
dice
was
just
a good
screwed
plan.
him, and Taliesin gambled on the blood maledict stuff, and he prayed
Yeah.
for it. And, yeah.
Oof, that was a rough night.
Bruh.
Yep.
Bruh.
Travis,
Yes.
this is kind of interesting. From the Shred Pirate. Last episode, Ford was more stoic than most of the Mighty Nine, but it was evident he was taking the loss of Molly pretty hard. Was absorbing Summer's dance and almost tribute to him from Ford's perspective?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I think he noticed and admired the sword when Molly had it. And I think Molly was Ford's roommate, you know, the entire time. Like, Ford has never really had friends or companions or anything like that, much less somebody that you certainly had to talk to like every night before you crashed out, even if it was just simple bullshit.
Yeah.
And as crazy and different as Molly is from Ford, like, Molly never judged Ford, was just an ear, right? And I think he felt a little closer to him, even though maybe it wasn't the most intimate of Ford stuff. Like, he started to get into it a little bit the last time I talked to Molly. And so when the sword was there, I think he just knew that he could do something that maybe kept a part of Molly, around, and that would make sure that sword saw blood again and saw some vengeance, and it could be a part of him and maybe thereby the group. So it was definitely, a salute.
So instead of pouring one out for the homie, it was swallow a sword for a homie. Yeah.
Your last conversation with Molly.
It was about
I'm just trying to think of.
It was about the shipwreck, or how the ship exploded, and what happened.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was the first time Ford actually started to trust somebody with that shit. Got fucking killed.
Whoa.
That's awful. No wonder you feel so much guilt.
Yeah, it's very terrible being me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is exactly what I was hoping for when you were coming back on the show. Because I love it. Little Miss Sunshine 1 asks, Laura, many people think Jester became jealous of Caduceus when she found out he was a cleric. Is she really jealous, or is she taking being a cleric much more seriously because she doesn't want any more friends to die?
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I need some fucking diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think she's understanding, oh, this is really what I'm doing now. There's real stakes. Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
You're not
But-
jealous of Caduceus, though.
No, I'm sure. No, I need to remember that I'm the one that's competitive, and Jester is not necessarily the one that
Yes,
is
that's
as competitive.
true. That's
because I
true.
definitely, it's my go-to.
Yeah, you in real life is much closer to Vex than to Jester.
Yeah.
How dare you? Yes.
Oh, damn.
Have you heard Marisha's Vex from the Honey Heist?
I have,
It's
yeah.
pretty great.
Yeah, no, she does a great face.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't hear it.
Try it, Travis.
Did she do Grog?
She did the last Honey Heist,
Oh,
not
that's
this
right,
one. Yeah. Try the
Let's
Vex
drink
voice,
it.
Travis. You're a professional voice actor.
Oh, yes,
Let's
I
drink
love
it.
coins and all sorts of pretty things. Give it to me, wink, wink, wink.
That was
That's
really
it.
good. That was really good.
Solid
That's
Vex.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a solid.
Solid
Yeah.
Vex.
Just for that impression, we're going to give away a great Wormwood prize.
Yeah.
Our next giveaway is for you fans that create and send in incredible art from moments during Critical Role. It's time for Fan Art of the Week.
Yeah. Look at our dad.
Look at him.
Art Dad.
Sans
cute.
beard.
I know.
Oh, yeah, the
He's
beard's
beard
gone.
right now, though.
This week's fan art winner for episode 30 was sent in by Ben Darling at B Darling Design. Let's take a look.
Oh, my
This
God.
one's nuts.
I have not seen this one yet.
Chief's
I
gonna
wish
zoom
I
in
had my
on it for the
glasses on.
kids.
Wow. Look at that Molly. Look at that Caduceus. Oh, my God. Look at that Disco Caleb.
Dancing Sorry, Chris.
Wow.
Those notes were all.
I'm sorry
dead
to
on.
everyone at home.
Look at that falchion. I am all about that. Who's the little thing on the right?
That's Kiri,
He
dude.
knows it's fucking cute.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Danny almost
There's a question
fainted.
about me.
Yay!
I want it.
Well, thank you to everyone who submitted, and congrats to you, Ben. You have won
thrilled.
this white oak tabletop dice tray from our friends at Wormwood Gaming. Make sure to check them out at wormwoodgaming.com, and just so you know, you can enter our weekly contests by emailing your GIF or fan art to
Get it for the front of
Submit.
it. No.
You've been gone too long. Submit.
Yep. Ready? And submit. Oh, I see.
Oh, you drunks.
For real, though, the email address.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Danny. Submit at toxmachina.com.
Thank you.
Rules for our contests are available at submit, just kidding, at critroll.com. Moving on.
Submit.
Chief's finger's going to fall off.
Thanks, Jim.
He's got 6 more. It doesn't matter. For both of you, Marisha's My Queen wants to know.
Nice.
Bo has been inspired by Molly
I
to
wonder why it's a question about Bo.
Marisha's my queen. Yeah, that makes
keep
sense.
going.
Yeah.
It's not technically about Bo.
Look,
Whatever.
you broke-
Don't
you-
interrupt
you
the
broke
host
Foster.
again.
I'm sorry.
And don't get in my shot.
Cover those.
You're not taking away my shot.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, God.
Sorry.
This is the dumbest program of all time.
Yes.
Marisha's My Queen is here with a question for you, Laura.
I can't
That
wait.
just so happens to start with the word Bo has been inspired by Molly to act more freely and leave places better than she found them. Has his death and or time in captivity also inspired changes in the way Ford and Jester want to act from now on? If yes, can you talk about some of them?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, yes, but don't know if I can talk about it.
Have your primary motivations changed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think they'll come out probably in the next episode. For me, I mean,
your primary motivation has changed.
yeah, a little less seeking outside answers and knowledge to things that aren't really maybe going to help, right?
Then why do it?
Well, I think the falchion and everything that came with it was like, oh, I don't know anything about magic. I'll go somewhere that teaches magic, and I'll learn more, and I can use this. And not being instructed hasn't helped him any. It's just continued to grow for whatever reason. And the instruction's not the thing that is really on Ford's mind. It's something else. So
Yeah.
that needs to be a priority because
Is it dead ass?
it is dad ass, right? And sometimes it's dem titties. So
When you guys said that at the live show, I was dying.
I think Jester's motivation, like her primary motivation of like just wanting to like bring joy, has maybe increased even more. Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll see how far that goes.
I'm very curious to find out.
would you entertain maybe bringing destruction instead?
To what
You
make
want her
people
to go-
happy?
Yeah, just
Towards
an
the dark
angel
side a
of
little
death.
bit
Yeah,
more?
just go full Vader. Like, fuck it. Get rid of the candy and start like summoning like black spikes
Oh,
and like
what?
nasty.
Dang, I should have done that.
No, I like the candy.
Come
I
to
just
me
think
for your player design, people. I'll make sure to take a
now I'm
boring one
sad
and make
that I
them
made Jester happy.
fucked up.
No, but I do think as we level up, like Jester's spiritual weapon should get more and more like badass.
Ooh.
Yeah.
oh
like,
yeah, it'll
Like a
turn into
Twizzler
a big
now?
cotton
a
candy.
sour lollipop.
Yeah.
Like a lollipop with like spiky sugar on it, or something.
giant
Something
rock
like
candy
really gets
apple.
like
Yeah,
evil, like
rock
rock
candy.
Rock candy mace.
Yes. That's
Heck
what we do.
yeah.
You're welcome. That's
Some
two.
fun dip.
Damn it.
Get some fun dip going on.
I thought you said fondant. I'm like, that's a little gourmet.
I don't know what that is.
Some designer cake shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fondant? Yeah.
Oh, I want some cake
want some
now.
cake.
Oh, what'd
now.
you do? What'd you do?
Oh, man. Travis.
Yep.
Speaking of cake, this has nothing to do with cake. Ken Fagan has a question. What was Ford's first reaction upon hearing Jester read the letter describing the cloven crystal? Is he nervous to go back to the Menagerie Coast?
I think you
No.
read that as red and it's read.
Definitely read.
What did I
You
say?
said
Red.
red.
Look, guys,
Upon hearing
your
Jester
job is not
read
to
the
correct me.
letter,
That's
read the
Danny's
letter.
job.
What?
Never mind. Just answer the question.
You see, you did it fine, Brian.
Thank
I
you.
thought I understand it perfectly.
Thank you. I'm tired of these women keeping me down.
Yeah, I understand it perfectly.
No, I'm not.
Not understood. Understand. I think it was motivation. He knew almost instantly, like when Matt described like the sphere with the slash in it. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I know what that is. But I don't think he's nervous about it. I think, especially with the way he feels coming out of this, it's more like another, sign from the universe to like, fucking get after it, son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another breadcrumb along the trail, as they say.
Yeah.
You ever heard them say that?
No.
Abby the cleric asked for both of you, how much did Matt tell you about their time in captivity, and how much did you guys come up with on your own?
He gave us like a nice, 5 minutes of like, this is what went down, right?
Yeah.
Right before the game.
Yeah, and then he left it up to us to in-game to what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. As normally happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we were We were
We were
like,
asking him like the whole time, like, where are we? What are we doing? What's going on? You know.
I even asked him, I was like, can I cast this certain thing? He was like, nah, bro, you can't even talk. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were asking, like, could we see them? Could we
Yeah.
hear them during the ambush? Did we know anything happened with Molly? Like, did we hear? And he was like,
You heard like a, you know.
far off, muffled, you know, maybe you thought maybe it was the voices of people that you knew. It could be your delirium because you
Yeah.
had been tied up for 3 days. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
In a hidden thing, and
Yeah.
ma'am. This one's really interesting from Para Pioneer. Despite working several jobs for the gentleman, the Nine still know very little about him and the nature of his criminal business dealings.
Yeah.
Has Ford and Jester's ordeal with the Iron Shepherds affected the way they view their alliance with him? The gentleman.
I think, I mean, obviously, like me, I think the gentleman's bad news.
Oh, you think? He took fucking samples of our blood when we first met him.
But I think he's involved with like the slavery stuff.
You think so?
I think so because I remember.
Around.
Yeah, a lot of manacles around.
Yeah.
And I remember, because we can't even ask about it because we didn't know anything about it in the game. But when we were being bagged and we had like the bags over our heads and we were being walked, and Caleb had Frumpkin scouting, but he rolled really poorly perceiving, and all Frumpkin saw was like cages, really
Yeah.
big cages and manacles in that one room. And we can't ask anything about it because he never even mentioned it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
think he's involved with the slavery.
Yeah, we need kind of like the right like drops to be able to go after it, since, you know, we're never meta.
I mean, who knows? That might not. No, I know, I can't.
I know. I'm saying we're really good about not being
In
meta.
this game at all.
Yeah.
Check the cages.
I know the metagaming pigeon showed up in our honey highs too.
Strong.
Because of my,
Yeah.
because of my stupid
Fucking
ass.
bird makes it around.
I was so tired. I just started asking Marisha questions about stuff that like I can't know. Like I have to go investigate or do whatever. I was just like, is there wine in the cellar? I'm gonna go crawl in this. She's like, they're like, who are you talking to? I'm like, who cares? Come on,
Give me an answer.
give me an answer. Trying to get to the honey.
Tell me what I know.
Travis.
Yeah.
Wall whistler. Wall whistler. Is Ford concerned about Jester's state of mind after their rescue, or mostly impressed by her resilience, as he expressed to Caleb? Oh boy.
What does he think about
he
that
thinks
ass?
that Jester is crazy AF. No. I mean, he genuinely was impressed with her ability to him, sound like upbeat. It was kind of, to me, it was kind of sad and also like inspiring to hear like her humming and singing away.
Yeah.
But he also couldn't, you know, turn and like make eye contact or, you know, reassure her that he was
Lying.
hearing.
Made lots of eye contact.
Jesus
There was
Christ.
some heavy eye contact.
Fucking
That eye contact.
hell. You know that, you know, when you were like
Staring deep into
reaching
each
with your
other's souls.
manacles and you were like playing handsies and you thought it was me? That was old Greg in the cage.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm old Greg.
He died the night before we got rescued. But he like looked at me and he was like, "You fucking was rubbing my hand." And I was like, okay, good for old Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Do you know who old Greg is?
I'm old Greg.
Old Greg.
Greg. Yeah.
Mighty Bush.
Old Greg's mangina.
The Mighty.
So good.
A deep cut, but a road worth going down.
man.
So good.
A word. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say it again. I can't talk. Badger Sprite, Laura, has a
Yes.
question for you.
I'm ready.
Ford and Caleb expressed conflicting views about how well Jester was coping with these recent traumatic events. Is she doing as well as she seems on the surface, or is she putting on a happy mask for everyone else's benefit?
Well, that's going to be played out, I hope, in the game.
Oh, really?
Hopefully,
Oh, interesting.
you know.
Oh man, are you fractured behind everything? Are you like Anthony Hopkins waiting to come out as?
Jester is now a serial killer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
She's gonna eat some people.
Cool. Oh, a cannibal.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Get ready.
Yep.
We're going to take a turn.
Yeah, see, Knott was all suspicious that Ford had been broken. It was Candyland over here.
Oh my god.
Candyland. For both of you, I don't know if this got answered already. All right, I'm going to move on. Travis, tired of screen names.
That's amazing.
Good.
Wait, I'm not tired of screen names. I like them. This one's good though. He's no pullout king, but people have said that Caleb took charge in your absence. How much did you feel like the leader before the Iron Shepherds? Don't yawn.
I'm
while it's your
thirsty.
shot.
I thought it wasn't my
What
shot.
would you like to drink?
Can
Do
I
you
have
want-
some water?
Yeah, we'll get you some
Look
water.
at that. You get
Thanks,
exactly what
Max.
you want when you want.
Look at
My
Max just
goodness, it's like you
rushing
just
to-
had a kid or something. Yeah, I think Ford was starting to become comfortable with the idea that maybe they looked to him for
Yeah.
some sort of leadership, which he only had very brief experience with in some of his crew days on ships. But I think that took a pretty hearty hit. He feels like he let them down. I think he's encouraged to see Caleb as a team player and like looking out for others, right? And that the first thing he tried to do was make us feel better.
Yeah.
Instead
Yeah.
of like, I expected a fair amount of like, you fucked up,
Yeah.
right? You're welcome, but you owe us, or like a debt or something. So.
Yeah, he was really, really nice.
He was, yeah.
It's interesting to hear that's what you were expecting.
Well, maybe only from Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's just I don't know. We'll see.
Just something about that dirt wizard.
Yeah, that shady dirt wizard.
Laura, Chris Gatlin asks, sorry dude, I'm doing my best here. I really like how no one insight checks Jester. Do you think they trust Jester's bubbly personality to be 100% real, even in dire situations, or do you think they just don't want to upset her by digging?
Ooh. I think she's just really believable, everything she says. It's obvious that she's always telling the truth. Because she tells the truth all the time.
Give your husband some water.
No,
You don't
have
tell the
Diet Coke.
truth all the time.
Max tried to give you one, but you weren't paying attention, Travis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not very aware of my surroundings, as you can tell. I'm sorry.
I just think Jester's got a really,
Stupid.
she's just got a really trustworthy kind of vibe about her.
Yeah,
But really, she is a cannibal.
she's a cannibal serial killer. Oh, bah, there goes the coffee table, which would be the happiest day of my life.
I wonder why I'm still here.
I hate this
I thought
coffee
we were
table.
getting like a wooden
We're
coffee
working
table.
on it.
I got it, right?
We're working
1,
on it.
2.
Yes, do it. Oh, nothing would
Oh,
make
God,
me
that would
happier.
suck.
Or would it be amazing and clipped a billion times?
I feel like Oliver
Body
Platt
slam?
should be snorting coke off of this thing in Studio 54 right now. That's how much I hate this fucking coffee. Travis, Tiamat CX has a question for you. How surprised was Ford upon seeing Bo have a newfound confidence and willingness to let people close compared to how she was before? Does he think that all his lessons are starting to pay off?
Yo, there was some serious growth in the 6 to 8 days that we were gone.
You were gone 6 days.
Yeah.
6. Sorry, where did I get 8?
I don't know.
No, you were not gone an indeterminate amount of time. You
It
were
felt
gone
like
6
8
days.
months.
Crit roll stats tracked it closely.
Got
You
it.
said it at the beginning of this.
Listen,
of this.
I am not
said at the top of the
responsible
episode,
for
6
numbers
days.
right now, okay?
Anyway,
Answer the
damn
question.
Oh, seems like she's had some growth. Yeah, she seems like a bit more mature and
She's an
responsible. Yeah, she didn't punch any kids.
Great.
Fucking
No
awesome.
elderly, no
Yeah, as
kids.
far as
You
I
haven't
know.
really been around a lot of kids lately.
Yeah, apparently,
Yeah.
as far as I know, no kids were harmed in the making of those 6 days.
Yeah.
That is
She even
progress.
rescued a kid.
Oh yeah,
what?
she did.
even
She rescued a kid.
They rescued Neela's.
Oh my
Neela's
God,
son.
it's like a long
Rescued
form
Neela's
story
kids.
arc.
Kid, he's
I'm
one kid.
inspired.
Missed all that stuff. Man,
Partner.
I'm so bummed we missed getting to like play with Somali and
Oh, that was an
Oh,
experience.
she's just like the sweetest.
they were so good.
big. Oh, so great.
She really changed all of our lives
Did she ever
after
get to
that
call
2 weeks.
Lightning?
No.
Oh,
No,
man, I
she
want
never
That's why you
got
gotta
a
have her
chance
back
to.
so she
I
can call
know.
Lightning.
I know. Can you guys
And
have another
Birch.
kid and then we can
Birch
get her
is
back on the
so
show?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. I'm looking at.
Get to
yeah,
work
so-
on that here.
Do you not want to watch?
Laura, Shane Noble Q asks a question about Yasha. As a second time seeing Yasha's wings, this time not in the heat of battle, did the thunderous unfurling resonate with her in any way? It seems like Yasha has a tangible relationship with her god that others can see. Is she envious?
I have a tangible relationship with my god too. Have you seen my lollipop?
That's not the question.
She's not jealous.
But did it did it resonate with her in any way?
She thinks they look really badass.
Insight check.
You don't have a dice.
We can handle that.
We don't have any dice
look,
at this
it landed,
facility
it landed
whatsoever.
this side up.
She
You tell
thinks
me
they
the
look
truth.
really badass. That's the truth.
Okay.
She thinks they're really cool. Wings.
That's jealousy, man. I'm telling
That
you.
is, I've never seen more jealousy. in my
I
life.
don't think anybody has as good a relationship with their god as Jester has with the Traveler, at least before she was kidnapped.
Definitely Jester thinks that, for sure.
Do you have
Exactly.
wings? Does nature respond to your being upset?
Technically, you don't
wings
know
aren't
what
from
I
her
have
god.
technically. What?
Technically, the wings aren't from her god. The
I don't know
wings
that.
are from
Don't
her.
spoil shit, Danny.
I'm just
Put it on your lid.
Technically.
Both of them came back so hostile, didn't they, Danny?
Oh, sorry.
Unbelievable.
We're
These
parenting
pants
now.
are like really
Oh my-
loose.
I figured you
parenting.
guys would be sick of each other, but you just
parenting.
saw us for the first time in a month and you're already sick?
Don't have Max put Everclear in these damn plastic
I know.
bottles.
Well, he brews it himself now.
I lost vision in
while
my
he,
left
while
eye.
he
Giant
listens to
barrel
Everclear. Oh man, I know. It's like, how did we end up with Chris Lockheed as the best tasting music in the
Yep.
world, and then Max is around walking around the office today like, then you really might know what it's like. And it's like it's Everlast. That's
Worst thing you've ever Take that back.
I've said some terrible shit about
Really might
Max.
know what it's like.
Oh God, I hate all of you.
That was fun. Laura and Travis. Oh, a question from Maxwell Glick. Is that you? Oh. He's
Liar.
Max Jenga. Is that Jenga? Because, like, Jenga from Campaign 1.
No, it's just the game.
Oh.
You're just a fan of Jenga? Am I supposed to believe that that's true and not just a...
Yeah, considering he, yes,
That's
100%.
You should have lied. Do you know how shallow these people are?
Yeah.
If you would have
I came
lied
up
and
with that
said,
term. I would have been
yes,
like,
it's from
I-
Campaign 1.
value Max more than ever. Like, we're like brothers now, but now, no, you're like a stranger.
Came up with Jenga.
No, that was Grog.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
Wait.
makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
why would
that actually
Max-
does make
yeah.
sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Sorry.
We only have a few minutes left.
Okay.
Maxwell Glick has been waiting. Due to the Mighty Nine's heroic deeds, Travis and Laura, Jester and Ford are unable to get their revenge. How do they feel knowing they won't be able to directly achieve their own closure, especially after what they endured?
Yeah, it's tough.
We
right?
talked last week about revenge and closure not being the same thing. So, to add to this question, you guys are able to have closure.
Yeah.
It may not be right now, but I
Right.
mean, like, even though you didn't get to kill Lorenzo, you could still have closure.
Yeah, I don't think revenge is possible.
Yeah, no. And I don't think that Jester would think about revenge in that way.
I think Ford would.
Yeah.
I think closure would probably come from a good kill with like Molly's sword, you know, something like that. But I think it'll be like taking care of the group, right? Making sure something like that doesn't happen again, right? That'll be part of the closure as well.
Yeah.
Being responsible.
I don't know what'll get it for Jester, honestly.
Yeah. It's tough, yeah. Not having the, not having the ability to seek the vengeance because it was taken from you, a la Bruce Wayne style. Like that's
Yeah.
rough.
Anything to add to that, Laura? What's the thing you guys were most unprepared for when the baby came?
Holy shit.
Yeah, well, besides that.
Like the not sleeping is so real.
Have you tried? Now, this has worked when I babysit my nieces and nephews. What I do is, and it's
This is
more.
gonna involve alcohol. Isn't
No,
it?
it's not going to involve alcohol. Are you
Benadryl.
fucking crazy? Now, this might be a more holistic approach, but what I do is I take an Ambien and I let them just suck on it for just a couple of minutes. And then I take it out and then I suck on it for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, like a buddy
And then
system.
you guys just like,
And then it's like,
and even if they do cry, who cares?
it's 24 hours before I wake up, so even if they do cry, I'm not going to hear anything.
That's
You know what I mean?
awful.
I think I was the most surprised by how just binary he was, and still kind of is. Like I feel like they forgot
Joey's
to.
smiling now.
I feel like they forgot to update his firmware or whatever before he came out, because he was just like eyes crossed and like wouldn't do anything. I was like,
But
him no matter
he's
what.
focused.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
still not talking yet, so we're a little concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to get a job like soon.
Right.
And I don't know how he's going
We
to do it
don't-
without him walking.
Yeah, we don't run a
Gonna need
hostel.
to finish
Yeah.
that new set over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer and nails, son. Let's go.
You got to add to that bank. I'm so happy for you guys, and we're so happy to have you back.
Oh, we're so happy to be back.
You'll be back on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Never again.
Is there a show this week?
We're never leaving again. Yeah. Never.
Yeah, I know. And then
I may get pregnant, but I'll just give birth under the table. It'll be fine.
You're
Yeah.
so much better at that than I am.
Yeah, I got those hips, y'all.
Oh, disgusting. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Are we out of time, Max?
Absolutely.
Thank God. Thank God. That's all the time we have for tonight, my friends. Stick around for Talks Machina After Dark. Critical Role, Campaign 2, Episode 31, airs this week.
Oh, jeez.
I would like to thank Laura, Travis, and Baby Ronan for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
The Vernon.
Till then, my friends, don't forget to love each other and don't worry. It's almost Turns Day
Turn
Wow.
stay.
for you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Brian.
Oh, hello there.
Oh my God.
I was just finishing reading.
That book's upside down, dude.
And there's a price tag on it still.
This book is called Favorite Greek Myths.
Oh.
Do you know what my favorite is? Me neither. Let's get to the alpha chat questions.
Oh, God.
Is it weird if this is happening to my penis?
No, these are all from Talison's third lifetime, so it's.
Yeah,
We bought those at the.
we did. We bought those,
Yeah, we bought those at the flea market.
day before Talks Machina
Yeah.
launched. Okay.
And I bought that at Home Goods.
Get out of my camera.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Thing.
too
Shot.
late for that. But okay, we have some questions here from the Alpha chat. Thank you, as always, to Courtney and Danny for grabbing these. What class is Ronan, guys? Psych24 wants to know. Oh, shit!
Okay.
Like
So,
for real.
yeah, well, he cries a shitload. So
Dwarf
maybe
He's got a
like
really loud voice.
maybe like a bard. Yeah, a bard.
We
But
think
he
that-
also
okay, what?
has monk abilities because he kicks like a.
That is true. Like Travis
He
will
is a
hold him
kicker,
up, and
yeah.
his kicks on his chin are like.
yeah, he's like
"Bah, bah, 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 bah."
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
We think that the reason he is so incredible, he's got like two
Piercing.
levels. It's like
Yeah.
normal, and then it shoots to 11.
Supersonic.
Yeah, and I think it's because he was in my belly when I was doing all my like VO sessions and like my battle reactions
Screaming
and stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. For 9
Yeah.
months, he just like soaked up How to Die by Fire,
Yeah.
Alien, Machine Gun.
Yeah, because his
But-
screams are like.
We were just
medium,
talking in the
large.
break about between the Twitch and Alpha shows. We were just talking about ways that we could start to make money off the kid.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if someone needs a screaming, crying baby that could cry on demand for their
Yeah.
video game or their film or whatever, we've
Yeah,
got the kid.
we were trying to train him on cue, and actually the only thing that'll do it is if we hold up your picture and then he just like right away.
It
Instantly.
worked with my nieces and
Instantly.
nephews as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
Wow.
got a talent.
I
You
like.
get 0.5% for that though. It's a good kickback.
Yeah, I do. And 0.5%. Yeah, it's kind of like this show. Laura, let's ask a serious question.
Okay.
Pad RPG, what was your reaction about the case closed from Not?
Ugh.
That was pretty epic.
Oh my God.
I got to tell you that, didn't
You
I?
did, because I hadn't seen it yet. And he was like, did you see the thing about the case closed? I'm like, and I instantly went like, he closed the case without me.
But once you realize what he
He
meant,
said case closed
Like
without me.
the
And then when I
agency was
saw,
open?
and then when I saw what happened, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
it sucks to miss those moments like that.
I know.
But there will be so many more, which is what's nice.
Well, it was nice that Matt folded it back in at the beginning. Of,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
too,
true.
Too cute to miss.
Awesome Sauce 432 wants to know, Laura, would Jester's reaction to Molly's death have been different if Jester had actually been present, since she didn't have a diamond to resurrect him with?
Oh, terrible. It would
Yeah.
have been terrible.
Yeah,
So bad.
so bad.
So
bad.
we need to find some diamonds.
We need diamonds.
Trying to
So
go
bad.
with Adamas.
You guys are doing terrible voices for being voice actors.
Yeah, what was that accent?
don't
It was
know.
terrible.
Travis.
Like a sleepy grog.
Yeah, an even sleepier grog. Frickwit asks, Travis, judging from the intense side eye you gave Matt when you recognized the cloven crystal in that letter, is it safe to assume you had no idea that Matt would bring it back in that way?
Yeah, no, I had no idea. I thought we were done with that shit for a little bit.
I'm still not sure that it's actually that. I think it might be a cantaloupe with a slash in
that
it.
just got dropped and is slowly rotting from the crack. Yeah, that's totally what it is.
That's what it
the
looked
letter to the captain is about some fucking fruit.
Could
Yeah, could be.
Man, that detective agency is just getting better and better.
be. That's right.
Say we pull the plug on it.
Yeah. No, I was not expecting to see it, and I was actually impressed that nobody else was like, oh, I know what that is, like right away. That's what the
Yeah.
old stink eye was from. Was I looked at Matt, and Matt kind of looked over, and I was like, you sneaky son of a bitch.
Yeah, he does that.
Son of a bitch.
Nobody cares about your backstory but you, baby.
I care.
Speaking
Thank
of,
you, Danny.
Tell me
I care
secrets.
too. I care
You get
too.
a merit badge for that.
Hey.
Speaking of backstories, though, this question from Cinderflame, I love the way this is worded. Does the death of Molly Mock push you a little to get your backstories out since you may not have much time left?
Death is a motivator.
Oh, no. Because, I
No.
mean, if we die, I'll just, like, get to spill the beans.
You will?
Yeah.
On Talks Machina?
How do you
Yeah.
how are you gonna do that?
On Talks Machina, I'd be like, here's everything that would have come out.
Don't we have a
eventually.
rule that like if you die you don't get to spill the beans?
Is that a
did
rule?
Taliesin spill the beans?
He did not spill the
He did
beans.
not spill the beans.
So you do not
but
get to
that
spill.
doesn't mean that you can't.
Do I have
You
a
know,
booger? I feel like I got a booger.
see. No, you're clean.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It's kind of orange almost. You can see it.
That's
Bug
just
free.
normal. Those are my Cheetos that I eat.
Ew. You saving one for later?
Oh my
that way I
God,
smell
you guys.
Cheetos all day long.
What?
Oh,
you
that's
never
cool.
you never hit
Stop
a
it,
Cheeto?
stop
on
it,
your-
stop
You never
it.
shoved a Cheeto up your nose, Danny? Good God, live life.
Seriously.
Kai Viba asks, for both of you, what did you miss the most while you were gone besides Brian Foster?
It's not-
Besides Foster, our friends.
Yeah.
Like we're so busy that like sometimes we only see everybody on Thursdays.
Yeah.
You know, or
And
Tuesdays.
sort of like miss out on that and miss out on, I think, missing out on being here when everything was like coming
Yeah.
in the first episode in the new studio. That was really hard to miss.
Yeah, I thought we had kind of timed it up where like the culmination of all this work and everything coming together, and we'd be around for it. Then we'd take time
Yeah.
off, and it didn't quite work out that
Yeah.
way.
Ronan
So that
had
was
his own
really hard.
plan.
And hard being away in such a pivotal like moment, like the first genuine PC death without revivify
Yeah.
or resurrection. Like that's the first time in
Yeah.
over 5 years of playing where somebody died and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Vax even came back once or twice, maybe just once. I can't remember
Once.
before he went a la Raven
No,
Queen.
because you had a resurrection, because you had
Yeah.
the resurrection
I should
ritual
ask
for
him
him,
here to come.
Yeah.
and then he disintegrated and came back as the
Exactly.
schmear schmear.
Yeah, so
Schmear.
it was a
There's the
milestone.
schmear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up to miss.
Yeah. Shadowstorm Zero asks how.
And I think it's gonna say goodbye to Carrie. Anyway,
yeah,
keep going.
That sucks.
Was it the cat that
Yeah,
Ah!
that's the cat that Caleb sends out to
That's
find
what I
stuff.
thought, yeah.
Shadowstorm Zero asks, for both of you, how would your characters have reacted to the guest stars they missed meeting? Keg and Neela.
Oh man, I don't. Keg was great.
Keg was great.
I think he would have just loved Somali's character.
Yeah.
She was so sweet.
How could you not?
I know.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah.
I would have needed like one bedtime story in that
Right.
voice.
Oh
Did
my
you see
gosh.
I guess she got booked on some new TV show, and on Twitter she said that when she got on set the first day, first thing somebody asked her was, what was it like being on Critical Role?
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah,
Legit.
Cool, yeah, she tweeted that the other day. It was amazing.
So great.
That's awesome.
They were like, "Why the fuck didn't you call Lightning?
Yeah, yeah.
Just do it before you leave."
She couldn't.
Did you guys play in one of the one-shots with Ashley Birch before?
I
Yes,
did. I played.
Liam's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was.
Okay,
we
that's
were
right.
like dating, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And then I
that's
made
right.
sure that you both. What
You were
was it? Died.
Awful.
That's it.
He
Died
was
terrible
the
deaths.
worst in that one
don't
shot.
fuck with me
I
in
was
evil
so
one shots.
pissed at him
I
after
will
that one
own
shot.
you every day of the week.
Yeah, I know from playing video games with this guy
He's
that
terrible.
if he's on your team,
A+.
awesome.
Yeah.
You want him racking up those kills. You want him delving out heals and all that stuff. If he's not on your team, you are going to hate him in real life for months.
I just find
He's
a
really
way
good at being
4 months.
awful.
inside that psyche, and I'll just break you apart at the seams.
Yep.
Long con for Ford. I'm actually chaotic evil.
Ooh.
And I'm
heard it here.
actually a cannibal. We'll get even better together.
Don't break my heart.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, wow.
What is this happening
Look
right
at this
now?
camera. Look at this camera. Yes.
Which way we're looking? I'm supposed
Wait,
to be
what's the
looking to
one right? The little one?
You're looking at
Okay.
that one. Wow.
Oh, Flora, you love me so much. I
Wait,
know
Travis, hold on.
What?
We gotta hold up. I wanna.
Hey, Jester.
it. Oh God.
Jester, you gonna hit me with that fucking lollipop or what?
Only if you really want me
give me a
to.
second.
That way.
Wait, no, turn it. What are you doing? There it is. Wait, angle it, angle it.
Hold up
Oh.
the plushie. Hold up the plushie.
Oh, it's weird. Okay, wait. Oh,
Oh wow. Sorry. Tiny face.
I'm trying to make it bigger.
Jester.
It's not working.
What happened to our heads? What is this world?
Who shrunk? Who gave us a shrinking head spell?
What is this?
What are we doing on this show? What
That's what
is
adults
this?
do. That's what adults do.
That's like if you were wearing the mask and then you take the mask off from the movie The Mask and then
Yep.
it's you underneath.
This thing has gotten so much usage. I mean,
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right now I keep a lot of rare coins inside of it. That's why it's so heavy.
oh yeah, they're there.
Yep.
Keep those away from me. You know, I have a tendency to.
Oh yeah. Spend too much money on them. So, should we tell that story?
No, yeah, sure.
I think we
Okay,
should.
so at Ren Fair a couple years ago.
God damn it.
Now, for any of you critters out there who run into us at Ren Fair, we just want to say it's a day that we go with our friends to just have fun and go shopping and let loose.
This was early on. This is before
So-
we were shooting, though.
This is no, it wasn't.
Nobody-
No,
No,
Kurt
it
Coleman was
wasn't.
already on.
Oh, but
This was
barely
2 years
anybody knew
ago.
who we were.
Yeah, it was like first or second year maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. And Travis, he did the thing and the ding first try, and then he was like, "Oh, I am Iron Man." All the
got-
shit that he does.
Wasted.
He did the thing, and he's like, "Ding! Oh yeah." And then we did a bunch of oubliettes and
Yeah.
some different beverages. And next thing you know, Travis disappears, and we're like, "Where is he?" We're looking around for an hour for Travis, and we find him at one of those like, "Come get your rare coins and your little." And then the guys there like, "This thing is from it's 6,000
really
years old. It's
Yeah.
a 6,000-year-old
Like
thing."
300 BC and 180 AD
Yep.
in Europe and England and Germany and
And he's
no, it was
it was
genuine.
legit. But Travis is very interested in history and a lot of that cool stuff. And if something is that old and that like, whoa, it survived this long, that hits off all the bells. You mix that with, like an
Alcohol.
elephant's ass full of alcohol, and Travis comes back with this coin, and we're like, he's showing it to Troy, and he's like, "Look at this thing, man! It's fucking." We're like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "It's this many years old. It came from this empire. It's this," and we're like, "Awesome." And I'm like, "How much did it cost?" And he's like,
don't say the number.
the shame set in
Don't say
though.
the number.
No, but immediately.
It was way too much.
Him having to say it out loud, the shame just immediately kicked in, and he was
that
like,
vendor definitely
rocked. I was-
does a good job of accepting credit cards.
Travis walked away from that tent thing, and those guys packed up immediately before he could change his mind, and they bolted out of there. Like,
I acted like I was so invested in that old Germanic coin from
Yep.
420 AD.
every year since then, the second we walk in the gate, I'm like, "You want to go look for some coins,
No,
buddy?"
fuck you. God, no.
I remember because you had wandered off and you came back and I wasn't nearly as drunk as you were at that point.
No, yep.
And I was looking at some jewelry that they have at the Ren Fair.
Yep.
And I didn't even really like it. It was this ring and he came up and he's like, "You should get that ring." And I was like, "I don't. No, I think I'm okay."
Much less consonants.
Yeah,
but
you
he
should
was
get
like,
the
he
ring.
was
You should
like,
get the ring.
seriously
You should
get
get
the
that
ring. You
ring.
should
It's
really get the ring. I'm
beautiful,
like,
babe.
baby, I shouldn't get the ring. And now I know he was just trying to do it so that he wouldn't feel so guilty about him spending money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he planned on walking you around the rest of the Ren Fair and getting the exact same amount of money he spent on the coin,
Yeah.
getting
Yep.
you to buy that so that he could walk away and go
Yeah,
like,
and it's
Yeah, I walked out of that Ren Fair with like a wooden chest, some leather greaves, an ancient coin.
So much.
It was,
and some money greaves.
yep, a lot of those. Never again. No more 5 oubliettes and
Yep.
then the damn rare coin.
Laura
shop
dropped
egg.
her knife in a porta potty one year.
did.
I think we might have told that story on After
I don't
Dark.
know. It was such a great
The Ren
dagger.
Fair takes a heavy toll.
It does, man.
An exacting price.
I was
That's
sick for 24 hours after this week's
It
Ren
gets
Fair.
really-
yeah. It's
So
hot
I
out
don't
there.
do it anymore. I mean, I do the Ren Fair, but I don't do the drinking anymore.
Don't do the corsets. Don't do the drinking.
You
That
get double
stuff
drunk.
seems so.
Worst buyers
you get-
remorse
because then when
ever.
you undo it, like last
You
year
get
when I
drunk
undid
again.
my corset, I got drunk again.
Yep.
My
Science.
goodness. It's science.
Because
That's how
science.
that works.
Well, guys, what a productive after dark.
I tell you.
My
Oh,
goodness.
that's it. We didn't really answer any.
We did. We did.
Okay,
we
okay,
answered
okay,
several.
we did.
A lot of these were, the rest of them I'm looking here were pretty much answered on the show.
Plus, if we're lucky and we go to cons now, people will give me ancient ass coins. I
That's
mean,
true.
Come on.
Yes. Now you guys, Ronan
coins
can have
also
a
welcome.
college fund, you know.
Ancient coins,
go.
challenge coins. That's what I'm all about. That don't cost that much money.
Yeah. I had some vets give me some awesome challenge
You do?
coins at E3 this year. Yeah, I'll show them to you,
Let me
but
look,
you don't
let me
get to
look.
keep them.
Let me look.
Well, we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to After Dark. We will see you Thursday night for Cool Roll.
Cool
31
Roll.
episodes already.
Wow, is that right?
31. This will be 31 this week.
Man,
It's so weird. I feel like we were gone for 6 of them or something.
You were.
4 of them. 4 of
Imagine
them.
how freaking Arshly feels. We love you
Right?
guys.
Am I wrong?
What?
Well, I don't know.
How many you were gone?
I'm shutting up. I'm
They
shutting
were
up.
gone 6, right, Danny?
Yeah, but
6
I
weeks.
6 days, but
No,
I
but
think
how many
they were gone
episodes were they out?
4 episodes.
Oh, 4. That's what I, that's what I said at the
I'll probably
main
have
show.
fucked that up. I don't know 100%.
Anyway, do your job, Brian. Close
I'm
out the
trying,
show.
but then you keep interrupting me with
Jeez
facts that are
Louise.
incorrect.
Like a minute, and Crit Roll stats will update.
Thank you, Lockie.
All right. Well, here's what's. I'm just gonna go.
You'll be
Yeah, yeah.
Good night, guys. We love you. I'm just gonna.
No
Yeah,
matter
you'll be
what.
in my heart.
Good night, guys.